Inflation is a concern that's weighing heavily on a lot of people right now, especially when it comes to retirement savings. The big question that everyone's asking is, how long will this inflation last? And what can you do about it? Inflation isn't just a vague economic concept. It directly affects your purchasing power, your investments, and your future. If you're like most American retirees, you're looking for solutions to protect your wealth, especially when prices continue to rise. The truth is, no one can predict exactly when inflation will end, but we can look at the factors that determine its duration and how you can protect your assets during this uncertain period. Let's break it down. First, it's important to understand that inflation doesn't just happen overnight. It's driven by various factors like supply chain issues, government spending, and shifts in demand. We've seen inflation spiking in recent years, especially due to the economic disruptions caused by the pandemic. When the government pumped money into the economy, it flooded the system with cash, and naturally, this led to inflation. Another factor at play is the global economy. With so much interconnectedness, global disruptions like the war in Ukraine or changes in oil production impact us here in the US. These things contribute to higher costs across the board, from food to gas, and the ripple effects aren't going to disappear quickly. So how long will inflation last? Well, it largely depends on how quickly these factors stabilize. The Federal Reserve is also playing a role. By raising interest rates, they're trying to slow down the economy to control inflation, but there's a balancing act here. If they hike rates too much, it could trigger a recession. If they don't do enough, inflation might stick around for longer. The reality is, inflation could stretch out for years, especially if we continue seeing these global pressures, and if the economy doesn't adjust quickly. Now, if you're serious about protecting your wealth during inflationary periods, it's crucial to think about more than just holding cash or bonds, which might not hold up well in the face of inflation. That's where a gold IRA comes in. Gold has been a reliable store of value for centuries, and during times of inflation, it tends to perform well. So, if you have at least $100,000 in your IRA or 401k, or even $5 million or more in savings, it might be time to consider diversifying with a gold IRA. It's a hedge against inflation, and thousands of Americans are turning to this strategy to protect their wealth. If you want to learn more about why so many Americans are opening gold IRAs to protect their savings, click the first link in the description. This free guide is tailored to retirees like you and can give you the knowledge to make informed decisions about your wealth. Trust me, if you're serious about securing your financial future in the next couple of weeks, this could be a game changer. Back to inflation. While the government and the Fed are working on controlling it, there's only so much they can do. It's a long-term battle, and you need to prepare now, not later. Even though we don't know exactly when inflation will subside, we do know that precious metals, like gold, are a trusted asset during times like these. If you haven't already, it's time to look at your options and consider whether a gold IRA could help protect your wealth. This is especially critical if you're a retiree with significant savings, whether you're at $100K or well over $5. So, as inflation continues to affect our day-to-day lives, it's important to stay informed and take action. Don't just let your wealth sit in a vulnerable position. A gold IRA might be the step you need to take to protect your retirement savings for years to come. If you haven't yet, click that link in the description for the free guide on how to diversify with a gold IRA. It's tailored for retirees with $100K or more in their IRAs, 401ks, or even 5MND plus in savings. Make sure you're taking the right steps today so your wealth can thrive in the future. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more insights on how to safeguard your wealth in today's unpredictable economy.